Welcome to the Queer Love Podcast, the silly and serious shenanigans of two queer relationship coaches. I am your host, Elizabeth Cunningham.
And I'm your host, Lee Greeps.
On this podcast, we talk about how to live your best queer life with fulfilling, healthy relationships and anything else that makes your little queer heart happy. Because living your life outside of the heteronormative scripts is totally possible for you.
Each episode, we explore all things queer love from our professional perspective as relationship coaches, our own personal experiences, and as partners.
If you love our show, follow us on TikTok, Instagram, or Twitter at Queer Love Relationships. You can also check out our website, www.queerloverelationships.com.
Thanks for following us and enjoy this episode.
Hello and welcome to the Queer Love Podcast. Woo, 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 woo.
So singing.
I just never knew. I just never knew before that you were singing it the whole time.
I know. We've already established that you have hurt me greatly.
Obviously. But
What
is this episode about?
Letting things be good.
I love how part of our podcast is you not...
We talked about so many different things. I was like, how did you encapsulate all that? I don't know. Letting things be good in relationships when they're good. Or taking advantage of said possibilities.
Yeah, letting things be good. I think like one of the things that we were talking about was when things are challenging, or if you are someone who's just had a lot of challenging things happen in relationships, that it is easy to not see, not focus on, not illuminate the positive things that are also happening in the relationship as well. Or when you do have good times, like you're just waiting for the other shoe to drop. So you're not allowing yourself the time, space, possibility of really basking in the good times or good things that are already happening or existing in your relationship.
Yeah. That's what we're talking about.
That's what we're talking about. And it's also one of the reasons why all of my clients who are listening to this podcast already know this. Also, hi, I love you. It's true. I have clients who are like, "Oh, I love listening to your podcast."
No, it is. Hi.
What up? Or people who did our Queer Love course as well know this too. But it is one of the reasons why I start every call with wins or acknowledgments or what has gone well this past week or since we last spoke or whatever it may be. And one of the reasons for that is to start to train your brain to look for positive things, to look for good things, to see what is working, to see what is going well. And that is a huge part of having things go well, is to recognize that there are already things that are going well. Even if right now the only thing that's going well is I am listening to podcasts about to try to have things go well. But recognizing that you are doing something, like something is happening that is positive, because our brain is like it is a predictability machine, right? Like our brain is trying to predict what the next thing is because it's trying to help us survive. So the better it is at predicting, the better chances that we have for surviving. But what it is basing its predictions off of are your past and the past things that you've been thinking about and training your brain to think about. Whether consciously or unconsciously, and mostly unconsciously, we have decided what it is best to pay attention to. And obviously in this context, it's relationships, but this is every single area of your life.
Right.
But in relationships, we have unconsciously trained our brain to be like, these are the most important things that you need to look out for in order for me to survive. And a lot of the times, most of those things are negative. Most of those things are, I need to make sure that this person isn't lying to me. So now your brain is subconsciously looking for indicators that your partner may be lying to you. Mm-hmm. I need to make sure that people are trustworthy. That's very similar. I need to make sure that I don't get hurt. I need to make sure that this is going to end well, or not end terribly, or I need to make sure, just period, that I'm not going to get hurt, right? And so in having these things that you want to make sure of, your brain is now looking for indicators that that is either true or untrue. And so if you're trying to not get hurt, looking at it from that context is still looking at your relationship from a more negative context. Mm-hmm. Because then your brain is like, something happens, and then your brain is like, what is the probability that this thing is going to hurt me, and what is the probability that this thing is not going to hurt me? But if you anticipate getting hurt, then your brain is probably going to give more weight to, this will probably hurt me, mm-hmm. right? Whether that's true or not, like in reality, whether that's true or not is like not relevant. But in your brain, whatever your brain has weighted,
yeah.
Whether or not it's going to be true or untrue is probably more in the sense of, I am going to get hurt. So in training our brains to look at the positive, which that's the other positive thing about this, is that you can totally train your brain to look at the positive things in your relationship, look at what is going well, because whatever we focus on continues to expand, right? So if we're focusing on what's going well, if we're focusing on how we're progressing, if we're focusing on how what we want is coming to fruition, then we're training our brain to start to pick up on the evidence that those things are true. And so whenever you come into a session with me, I always say, what are your wins for this past week? Or what do you want to be acknowledged for? Or what went well this past week? And literally over time, like usually by like session 3 or 4, if you're a new client, what will happen is that you'll come in and you'll say something like, I was thinking about what went well this week before our session so I could tell it to you. And that is an indication to me that outside of our sessions, you are now taking the initiative to actually do that, right? And then after a while, like clients who've been with me for, 3+ months, 6+ months will come into session and I won't even have to prompt them. They'll just start saying, this is everything that went really well this past week and I've been really excited to share it with you. And because now, like literally within a few months, they have trained their brain to start to look at what's going well. Mm-hmm. And there is a period in that time, within those first few weeks to first few months in working with me, where that my clients will have an uneasiness about that. Like, yeah, this is going well, but this is going well, but this, right? And so again, that there's nothing wrong with that. Like you're not doing anything bad. However, it is an indicator of that like past training of just like, oh, I can recognize that things are going well, but I need to make sure that I see that things are going are not going well also. And so it is, and I'm also not advocating for eventually to only see things that are going well. What I am advocating for is that eventually you are able to, as close as possible, really see the reality of your relationship and see it for the balance or imbalance that it has in reality, not just in your mind, right? Where you can assess your relationship in as close to reality or close in the most sober way possible, right? Where you can look at it and be like, oh, I can see that things are going really well for these reasons, and I can see that these things aren't working, and I also know that I can shift those things. Like, I know that I'm in the driver's seat here, right? So anyway, there you go. There's my spiel.
Okay, done.
My spiel about like, you know, making why it's important to focus on things going well in your relationship, and that is a journey, and it's not like something that you're just gonna like shift into. Like, oh, now I'm just going to pay attention to things that are going well, or not to be like Pollyanna about it. So it's a multitude of things.
Yeah. I mean, this is the whole thing about like gratitude lists, you know? Like, I mean, that's the whole thing. Like, focus on what you're grateful for. Do it a little bit here and there, and then you're like, oh, look it, I'm starting to notice that, you know? It's the same thing. But yeah, I mean, I think it's just to bring in other different points of it, and I mean, it's not to lean in one direction over the other, right? Like getting lost in like you know, positivity that's just like, but you're ignoring now these like large issues that are in your relationship, right? Because I mean, I think that's also just even in like, you know, being able to recognize things that maybe are working or not even working, like it's like, oh, that was nice or whatever it is, like especially if you're in challenges and stuff, like it's, you know, it's okay if it's like, well, okay, that's nice, and there's all of these other things, like, but it just helps to like tamper it out a little bit. But you know, I think that's where it is. It's just like when things feel a little bit more good or chill, is just like to really let yourself feel that more, and you know, get little bits of it when you can. But it's just like, again, it's trying to keep that balanced kind of palette as best as possible, while recognizing like, if one's weighing more, like if there are just lots of challenges and you're like, we did this thing, that's nice, tastes kind of bland, but like for sure it's there, it's in the palette, you know? And so then you just kind of, but it just helps to just create that experience of knowing other things are going on.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, the other thing that I like forgot what I was going to say for a second. But the other thing too is that when you are creating what you want in relationships, to not just say what you don't want, but to say what you actually do want. And I think that's also part of focusing on the good as well. And that's often something that, you know, and both of us see this in our coaching as well, where, you know, we ask people like, what do you want to get out of coaching? Or like, what are your goals? Or what are you hoping to accomplish? And a lot of times people will say like, well, I want to stop being so stressed out about this. Or I want my like whatever this thing is that's going on in the relationship to stop. Or to get less or something like that.
Right.
And then when like reflecting that back and then asking the question, well, what do you actually want? Like if things were working, what would that look like? Or what would that feel like? Or what would you see? Or what would you be doing? Or what would you and your partner be doing together if things were really going well? And oftentimes people are fairly stumped by that question. And I think that that's just an indicator of how much emphasis we do put on our problems and just wanting our problems to go away, and then not thinking about like, if things were to go well, then what would that look like, right? And the importance of doing that just for yourself is really huge, because then you can actually start to move in a direction. Because if you're just moving away from something but you don't know where you're moving to, you're just kind of pulling that thing along with you.
Yeah.
Right? But if you're moving towards something, the likelihood that that thing is going to transform or become diminished or even stop persisting is a lot higher, because you are focusing on moving towards the thing that you actually want. And the other positive thing about this too is, or a thing that not just positive, but just works about it, is that then you can also talk to your partner about what you want, and you then can create a vision together, right? Like, what would this actually look like for us? What do we actually want together, right? And also, pro tip, making it something more tangible than just like, oh, well, we want to have a peaceful relationship. Okay, great. I love that. I love that you want to have a peaceful relationship. But what does that look like? Like, what would you be doing? What would you be saying? How would you be feeling? Make it a little bit more tangible, and not like so tangible that you're trying to make something happen that like quote unquote is peaceful. Like being like, oh, well, if our relationship were peaceful, then you would stop wanting to be polyamorous and we would go back to a monogamous relationship or something. It's just like, that is not necessarily like, that's more like trying to control an outcome, right? So it's also like in creating this ideal future for yourself, or like what you would actually want it to look like for yourself, is also looking at like things that are in the best interest of everyone as well. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm just looking at your face.
I see you're looking at my face.
Well, you're such a cutie. So, yeah. But is there something more? Well, the other thing that we were going to talk about was like the falling in love aspect of it.
Just something is so funny.
But before we get to that, is there anything that you wanted to talk about that is like more tangible, or any other thoughts that you have about, allowing yourself to focus on good things?
I mean, just like all the things that you already shared, but like it's just understanding that, we have that negativity bias as humans, just because it is part of the survival aspect of it. And so it's just like, it's not like, oh, there's something wrong with me. It's like, nah, man, right. you're functioning perfectly.
Yeah.
Like, and that's why it can often feel like, swimming upstream, to like really think of something that's like, oh yeah, like that was nice, even though it still feels like rushing river in your face. So you're like, well, but then I had a nice coffee this morning. That was cool. And so it's, really just recognizing, like, even in the small ways, large ways and whatnot, like it is still that kind of practice of it. But also just recognizing, like, you are literally going against like your own programming of as a human being, in this situation. But, I think it's also just, figuring out, or especially in a partnership, what helps you to like recognize that stuff together. I mean, both individually and together, but it's like, oh yeah, like, does that look like verbalizing it out loud when it's happening, or does it look like you journal every night and then you guys share with each other, like, this is what I noticed that went well today, or things of that nature. So I think it's just being able to create something that could be helpful, especially in, times of challenge. But it's also like, oh, if you're in like a good spot, like, maybe there's still some challenges, but it's not like it's majority wise like feeling good. It's just like, okay, being able to really recognize that and create some sort of recognition practice of sorts, because it also just helps you to understand more about your partnership and going like, oh yeah, this is really working out for us. Why is that? Oh, because we're talking about it every day. Well, there you go. Versus like, oh yeah, later on we were like, why isn't that working? It's like, oh, we haven't talked about it in like 2 weeks, man. So just being able to gather data, as it were, and just creating something in that more tangible sense, like you said.
Yeah, I definitely. When you talk about when we're talking about things, absolutely in my partnerships where we've stopped talking about something is, funny enough, usually when things start getting worse.
Wow.
Crazy.
Wowzers.
That's wild. Somebody should write a paper about that.
Yeah. Just one. I
think that would be it. I think that would be sufficient. Just one really good essay, and then that will save everyone's relationship. Yeah. Oh, man. So the other aspect of this that we were talking about before we hit record is falling in love and letting yourself fall in love.
Tell us more, Elizabeth.
Oh man, because that is totally a thing for me, and since it's a thing for me, I'm sure that it's a thing for it's totally a thing. It's not just a me thing.
Like there's movies about it.
There are multiple. More than one essay was made about this. Wow. But like when you start to have feelings of falling in love with someone, there can be, and this is something that I experience, but there can be a lot of fear around that. And for me, there's been a lot of fear around falling in love because sometimes I've fallen in love, and this is why people have fear around it. Is that it really bites you in the butt, You're like, wow,
also what
like
makes a good movie.
It is also what makes a good movie, but I feel like rom-com endings are not the norm, you know what I mean? For sure. Yeah. And so at a certain point in my life, and that point being 25, by the way. Specifically. Well, I remember the first time that I had this conversation with myself. Yeah. I was 25 because I just moved to Seattle. And I was starting to have these like feelings of like falling in love with this person. And I was just like, I don't want to do this. Like, I had a conversation with myself. I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to have these feelings. I don't want this to be happening right now. I wish that this wasn't happening right now.
I can imagine this conversation.
But then the other voice in my head was, well, but is this how you want to be about love? Do you want to be someone who, when you start to have feelings of falling in love with someone, that you shut that down or you run away from it? Is that who you really want to be? And I was like, fuck, like, no, it's not. It's not who I want to be about it.
I really wish I was there for this internal dialogue.
It was in the car driving on I-5.
All of this really checks out for you.
And I got off on the Mercer exit, actually. Fun facts. I remember exactly where I was when I was having this conversation with myself.
Go for it, girl.
So anybody, watching. Oh, I guess, yeah, watching this, because we have this on YouTube now. But watching, listening to this, and if you know where that is, there you go. That's when I decided that I wasn't going to be that person. And so I was just like, okay, I am going to let myself fall in love with this person, and I am going to tell them that I love them. Scandalous. And it didn't necessarily make falling in love with people easier. I still have a fear around falling in love with people, but I still have the same conviction of just like, I don't want to be someone who runs away from love. And
so how much did you have to convince yourself to fall in love with me?
Well, I tried to get you to break up with me.
Well, yeah.
For like a whole month.
Yeah.
I tried to get Lee to break up with me. I tried to convince them that this was a bad idea, that they should break up with me, that like...
She turned her convincing powers towards me.
I did. Instead of trying to, I was just like, well, I'm not going to be that person, but maybe I can convince them.
I'm not going to break up with them, but if I plead enough, maybe they'll do it, so then I'm off the hook.
I don't have to do it.
What happened? I know they broke up with me. It's crazy, man.
It was crazy.
Out of nowhere,
I don't even know. It was wild.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Just,
looks
hit me like a truck out of nowhere.
I know, but looks like I'm going to be single for a while, so... Which no one who knows me would ever believe anyway, so... Oh my god. But yeah, and it wasn't something that I was doing consciously. I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna get Lee to break up with me so I don't have to do it. Like, that wasn't what I was thinking.
Right.
But it was like a legitimate fear of just like, what I was thinking at the time was, like, if you start this relationship with me, it is going to end poorly because my past 2 significant relationships have both ended extremely poorly. Mm-hmm. So what my conscious thought is you should save yourself now.
Mm-hmm. That's what she told me, actually.
That was my conscious thought, and those were the words. Those were the words that I used. I was like, you should save yourself now. And what did you say? I'm pretty sure I remember what you said.
I'm like, I don't know what I remember. I just remember being like, what's this girl talking about?
But now here we are, 3.5 years in. Do you feel differently? Are you like, oh, I should have broken it? Should have done it. Should have taken.
That was the time.
Right.
There's never gonna be ever a time. That was my escape route.
That's right. You are stuck forever now.
That's how that works.
Do you regret it? The people want to know.
I feel like I'm on like a news channel. Do you regret it? Blink twice. No regrets.
No regrets. No regrets.
No regrets. I still think it's funny.
It's hilarious.
No, I know. That's all. I remember being like, what is this girl talking about? I don't know what's happening. Like,
do you know what I'm talking about now?
What? With the... Oh, are you trying to break up with me?
No, like how, are you like, no, I see now how terrible.
Oh, yeah, clearly. Do you now see the evidence that I was going through in my head to try and convince you to save yourself?
My brain and its brilliant predicting machine that it is was trying to warn you.
Yes, of the terrors.
That
is Elizabeth Cunningham.
That's right. So
I just feel like it's like I remember it's like in a labyrinth when they're going through the oubliette and they're like, beware. He's like, they just stop it. Like, that's literally what it felt like for me. If anyone that's seen Labyrinth, That's what it felt like.
Oh
It's just
God.
like, beware, turn back now. And he's like, that's just what they say.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Will lead to certain death. I know. That's what it felt like, though. I was huddled in that instance. I was just like, yeah, guys, go run the voices. That's fine. Anyway, you want dinner or what?
Yeah. Anyways, so I'm gonna be out in Seattle in a few weeks. So what are we gonna do? Pretty sure that's how those conversations went.
Yeah, I was just like, okay.
It's like, okay, great, yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna come to Seattle in March. So what are we doing?
Oh man. I mean, how did that feel? Set off the alarm bells even more? What?
I feel like there were so many things happening in my life at that time that were just like really emotionally challenging and confusing, and there was a lot that was going on in my world at that time. And so I think part of me was like, well, maybe they know better than me because
maybe they're just dumb.
Well,
this is how they get their kicks.
No, but seriously, like, in all honesty, part of me was like, maybe they know better than me because I am clearly in a state and time in my life where things are just like really hard, really challenging. Yeah. I'm going through a lot emotionally right now. And so they're probably more grounded than I am.
Benefit of the doubt,
Benefit of the doubt. But no, for real, like, if I'm being completely honest, one of my thoughts at the time was like, well, this person seems really cool and awesome and I really love them, and if like shit gets burned down in a couple of years, like, I guess this is just my fucking fate, like.
Now that's a romance novel I want to read.
Part of me was just like, yeah, whatever, fuck it. Like,
that's romance right there. Put that in your next Valentine's card.
I think it's important that y'all know how fucking real of human beings we are over here.
It's so funny.
Oh God.
Reminds me of the Taylor Tomlinson skit.
Yeah.
And she's like, you dumb
Big
bitch.
dumb bitch. Whatever, we'll try again in a year and a half.
Yeah.
It's fine. If anyone has ever seen that Taylor Tomlinson, which one is that one? Is it the Quarter Life Crisis
no,
one?
It's the
Look at You. Yeah.
You.
Go, okay, Netflix, Taylor Tomlinson, Look at You, the Look at You special.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so funny. I think we've watched that like at least 5 times, probably 10.
No, oh my God, I was gonna say like 15.
Yeah.
What? Yeah,
dude, so good.
Triple it. So
just
funny.
Okay, I won't explain it. Anyways, I was about to explain the whole bit.
I know you were. Leave them on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, exactly. Go watch it. Go support Taylor Tomlinson. She's bisexual, so support the queers. Yeah. There you go.
Or she's come to her senses at this point in time
and become a lesbian. Yeah, exactly. She did talk about in her last special how she wants to become a lesbian. That's the first step.
Oh no. Join our 5-step program.
Do you want to become a lesbian? Congrats, you've already done step 1.
That's right.
Sign up for just $19.99.
That's right. Oh my God. Free shipping and handling. Oh my God. So funny.
And find out what the other 4 steps are.
It's juicy stuff.
That's what she said.
Oh my God. What is happening?
I don't know, but it's hilarious. I'm here for it.
There you go.
we are not only paying attention to the good, we're being the good. We're being the positivity right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Pay attention to it. Journal about it later.
Sip your tea and journal about it. Anything else as far as like paying attention to the good, letting the good in? Oh, that was actually, sorry, I'm going to answer my question first.
Yeah, for sure. I'll wait for it. You
know. This is how it works.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah, part of it is allowing yourself to be receptive. And I think that is a big deal. That's a big deal in relationships, is allowing yourself to receive good, like putting yourself in the energetic space of being receptive, and in just giving yourself kind of like the exercise of, what if I was being receptive to positive things? What if I was being receptive to good things in my relationship? And then just notice what comes up for you, because inside of that inquiry is also going to might also be the blocks that come up for you. And then you know what blocks you have, like you know where the work is to do. Like if you're like envisioning or asking yourself the question, what if I am open to or am receptive to good things in my relationship, and the first thought is, well, then I would get hurt. There you go. There's your
There you go.
There you go.
Ask and you shall receive.
There's your block. There's the work that there is to do. Or maybe what comes up for you is, then I would have to trust people. Great. Like, there's your block. There's the work, right? Like being able to see that and being willing to face that in yourself.
What's your block?
What is it?
Blocks.
Write in the comments what your block is.
And now you have to answer.
What's my block in being receptive? Yeah. It feels vulnerable.
Wow.
That's the first thing that comes up for me, is that it feels vulnerable.
That's what Brené Brown talks about, that like joy is the most vulnerable thing. Right? Mm-hmm. Like it's like people aren't like, I mean, yeah, there's other vulnerable like emotions or states and all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
But it's like, you know, joy and like being in that, like letting yourself actually be in it, feel it, you know, not being like trying to jump out of it or anything. Like that is so vulnerable. Vulnerable.
It's also vulnerable to speak on a podcast because
oh man, but yeah, it is that, you know, because it's you know what makes it vulnerable, because it's like, you know, most will be like, oh yeah, it's gonna leave, or you know, it's not gonna last that long, or you know, whatever it is. But yeah, but that is something that, you know, a lot of her work has like shown in that fragile. If you know that reference. We're just spitting out the references today. Fragile. If you're cultured.
What comes up for you in the
Nothing.
what
I
if?
am an open vessel. I am enlightened.
Obviously. Clearly.
Did everyone see her eye roll?
Did you hear the eye roll?
Did you hear it? It's still going down. I mean, for me, I guess it would go in line with the vulnerability, but it's more of like, it's so, it kind of like feels like it's just like gone in the wind, you know, like it just dissipates, you know?
Like the good,
like the good things, you know, like it's just gonna be like whoosh, you know. So it's not even that it's like, yeah, you like I take it, and then it's gone, you know, like, but it's like kind of the nature of it. And so I think it's like kind of that, yeah. So it's like feels kind of hard in that sense, but
yeah. Well, then the challenge, challenge. I don't think that's the right word. The
there's already too many challenges.
They're already there. The opportunity is to allow it to stay too, like allow the good to stay.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go.
Anything else that you want to say about allowing the good to stay, allowing the good to be recognized, falling in love?
I feel like you were the one saying that. I was like cracking up when you told me that. I was like,
I know.
I've totally been in love with people where I'm like, yeah, I'm in love with them, but I'm not gonna do nothing about it. Like, it's just not our thing, you know? Like, friends or whatever, where I'm like totally in love with this girl, and she's not into, you know, gayness, supposedly. So
supposedly.
But I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm aware of it, and I'm just like, okay, cool. Keep going about it, you know? Like, it's just, you know, but that's why I'm like emotional. Like, what?
Well, I feel like unrequited love is a different topic, though, because what I was talking about is that, like, the person who I'm in love with is also in love with me. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, obviously, it's the same thing then.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, yeah. We're here. We're talking about it. It's a thing.
We're being about it.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh yeah, now you can talk about it and you can do things about it for sure.
That's how you felt when we fell in love?
That, yeah, it was, you know, I felt like it was the right context, you know.
I feel like we fell in love around the same time. Is that true? I don't know. When did you fall in love with me?
Well, it was on a sunny day. The wind speed was about 8 miles due east. I was a wee young lad.
I love this story. Keep going. I am enthralled.
See, that's how you get ladies to fall in love with you.
Yeah, that's right. Tell a good story.
Tell a good story.
That's right.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I think it was about the same time. I don't think there was a big gap of time.
Yeah.
In which, you know, one left the other behind. It seemed to be. I don't know. That's how it felt like to me.
No, it felt like that to me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we've talked about that before too.
Perhaps. Perhaps, my lady.
Oh my god. All right, well, I love you.
I love you too. I was drinking water. If anyone was like, why'd you leave the girl on red?
So freaking cute. All right, well,
because she allowed herself to fall in love with me. That's why she loves me.
It's true. That's accurate.
And I didn't allow her to break up with me.
That is also
that's your relationship tip of the day.
Yeah. Don't let him. Just don't let him break up with you. Just don't do it.
Like, hey, you should break up with me. It's like, no. Be like, hey, I think we should break up. It's like, nah. I don't think so. And just carry on. And then it will be years later. And you'll be like, what?
You're like, wait, what? That was weird. Anyway.
And that's how you allow things to be good.
There you go. All right. Also, we are still we will continue to be in the enrollment period for Love Mastery, Relationship Coaches Certification and Business Academy. It is for people who want to be or are already relationship coaches who want to be trained to specialize in queer and non-monogamous relationships. And so if in your heart you know that you want to be a relationship coach, or if you're, again, already a relationship coach and you want a certification, which if you're a relationship coach and you don't have a certification, I think you should get a certification, but that is
You're not a relationship coach.
That is a topic for a different time.
I can say that, it's not my program.
Like why I think that it's a good idea to get a certification, especially when you are dealing with relationships, because it is a specialization. It is a tender and vulnerable topic. There are things that come up that if you don't have the training for, there is the opportunity to do harm to people that you really are trying to help. And so in getting a certification and getting trained in the coaching modalities that I train you in, not to say that you are going to be this perfect enlightened being who will never harm anyone ever, but you will be able to hold space and have a larger scope than what you have right now. And also, this program is an amazing opportunity for your own growth and your own development inside of your relationships too. Plus, you get this specialized training around LGBTQIA plus and non-monogamous relationships as well. And we really do a large deep dive into gender, sexuality, relationship structures, etc., so that, again, you can have that specialization and hold that space for people in a way that is elevated, rather than just trying to wing it with your own experience. So if that sounds like something that you want to do, please apply for it, and then I will review your application and we'll have a conversation. It'll be great.
I will review your application.
But if you know that it's right for you, then if you feel it in your gut, if you feel that nervousness and excitement about it, apply for it, and let's have a conversation about it. I would love to have the opportunity to have a conversation with you about if this is the right program for you or not. All right. Thanks, y'all.
Okay, love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of the Queer Love Podcast. We would love to hear from you. Drop us a line on TikTok, Instagram, or Twitter at Queer Love Relationships, or email us at queerloverelationships@gmail.com.
If you are interested in working with us, follow the Linktree link in the show notes. See if our offers resonate with you, and if they do, sign up with us or book a discovery session.
We are so grateful that you're here, listening, learning, and growing with us.
Until next time, keep loving.